Welcome to the Boyd Life.
Today we're talking about the elephant in the room, bronchitis. Stay tuned.
Hello. Welcome to the Boyd Life. This is Life with Rick and Marta, where we will be discussing practically anything, any subject. It just really isn't off limits. We are expressing our views, opinions, and thoughts on various subjects. And it could be good, bad, or anything in between. Okay? So that's what's up with the Boyd Life. And let me point out this disclaimer. The views expressed on this channel may or may not be 100% factual. Anything goes, so have fun and be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Well, I don't really think I'm an elephant. You'd think I was really, really big. No, but I do have bronchitis. I've had it forever. At least that's what I call it.
Let's just say she's had it a long time, ever since I've known her. And this is how
I was a kid.
I could find her in a store. Because I could be 3 aisles away and I hear
Or coughing.
and I could say, "There's Marta. I found her." And so I never had to go over to Walmart or any store that we were in and go on there and think, "I've lost my wife." Nope, I always knew where she was.
Well, it is something that even my two sisters have some problem. But as far as severity, it goes me, then my younger sister, then my older sister, I think. But we've all had a bit of a problem with that our whole lives, almost.
And why
Mine
do you
is
have that?
just worse.
What do you think? Because your parents smoked a lot, right?
I think, and I think my sisters would probably agree. That's because we grew up in a time where everyone smoked. And we were prisoners, I guess you might call it. And we would be in the car or in the house. In the house, they'd be smoking, but both my mom and dad, they'd have friends over. All their friends smoked. They'd have family over. Their brothers, sister-in-laws, whatever, everybody was smoking. They allowed smoking everywhere you went. You couldn't go to a movie or to restaurant or something.
This is all before the time.
Work.
This is all before. What people have to understand, when we grew up, we're set in our 70s, and when we grew up, smoking was like a normal thing. I mean, so many people smoked. They smoked anywhere they wanted. It wasn't, "Oh, this is a smoking section." No, every place was a smoking section. Casinos were full of smoke. Restaurants were full of smoke. Any place you went, bars, oh my gosh, were they smoky.
Yeah.
And you'd go home, even if you didn't smoke, and you smelled like smoke.
You know how it is, ladies. You smell it in your hair, in your clothes. But even, this is interesting because it wasn't until my mom was in her late 60s probably that she really quit smoking. And after she did, then she could tell. She could smell the smell of smoke in clothes or suitcase or the walls and various things of your house. I just, as far as my sisters and I, none of us ever smoked. And I preferred when they started coming out with no smoking here, no smoking there. I was like, yes. But by that time, and in a car, how close in you are and just all this smoke. Well, I think that's what caused it. I had it worse. anything could happen more so to one person than another.
Right. And, the thing is, that the reason I bring that up is because the younger generation now, a lot of places you go are non-smoking. And they section off restaurants and stuff like that. And no smoking in bars most of the place. So you're not used to that you can separate yourself. If you're not a non-smoker, you can separate yourself. Now, if you're a smoker, you know how tough it is, and I probably would have gave up smoking earlier if it had been so tough to smoke at any place. I'd always have to go outside to smoke. I used to smoke.
I never knew you smoked.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I never knew you smoked.
Oh, she never knew I smoked because I never smoked around her because she didn't date people who smoked. And so then to get married, of course, she didn't marry people who smoke, so obviously I quit. So that's been 40 years now. So
I was good
I quit
for
40,
him.
Yeah, I quit 40 years ago.
Wasn't
But
I was
when
good
I
for him.
was smoking, it was, I could smoke anywhere. There was no restrictions on my smoking. But now, if you're a smoker and you go places, you know how, I can only smoke outside. Some people can't even smoke in their houses, so it's going to be tough. So I can understand.
If you don't own your
I can understand the smoker's perspective because I used to smoke. But I'm glad I quit because I'm now 74 years old and have clear lungs. So
Yeah.
I'm lucky. But, and that's another thing that's hereditary. Some people can smoke for 20 years and quit and still die of cancer. Some people can smoke for 40 years and never have cancer and never have lung problems. It's really strange how that lung cancer attacks people, and some people never smoked a day in their life and still die from lung cancer.
And I was going to say, they'll never say it would be lung cancer, but it's probably going to be something, with my lungs, where I can't breathe and that. Some people have COPD, and is that the people that you see with
the elephants sitting on their chest?
No.
That's the commercial. The
It
elephant
is?
sits
Oh,
on their
no,
chest
no.
because it's
No,
hard
I
for them
mean-
to breathe.
I mean, they have to have oxygen.
Oxygen.
They'll carry oxygen around with them. And I'm telling you, we had a bowling center, and there were people there that they had oxygen with, and they still smoked.
They'd pull the mask off and still smoke.
And that, is so sad. I don't think some of the ones that we knew are alive today, but, and that's probably why. But as far as smokers go, they can go outside yet and,
Yes.
and smoke.
Now, when we built our bowling center in Borger, we provided smoking booths.
I didn't want to.
I know, but we, that was people were used to smoking, and so we were non-smoking as a bowling center, but they could go in this booths to smoke. Well, that was a good idea, but it still caused problems because people would go in there and smoke, and if their turn to bowl and they're about a few down
Lanes
away from where they're supposed to be bowling, it held up bowling. And the smoking booths, man, the filters would jam up real quick. So there was never a good solution. So the second bowling
No
center,
smoking
we went
is a
to
good-
no smoking. Absolutely
smoking
no
is a
smoking.
good solution.
And you know how bad it is when we took over the second center and went to no smoking. When we painted the walls, they were terrible, yellow stained. Everything was yellow stained. When we painted, it was amazing how it brightened up the center just from the old smoke of years and years of building up.
Yeah. Anyway, it's something because people have smoked, way before we were ever born. Ancestors, down the road, grandparents, what have you. But
So to get that back to bronchitis, what do you think?
I don't know what to do about it. So I am looking for am so tired of it. And I will say this, and you'd probably have to agree, it has gotten worse since that COVID thing came out, and that it has gotten worse. And I just really need to get rid of the cough and all the stuff. So if any of you have an idea or suggestions, please leave comments. If you have the same problem or know someone with those problems, comment. Just please let us know. Also, if you like the video, like it, share it with other people.
Yep, and give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yes.
We're doing topics like this. But anyway, that's one thing that Marta would like to know, is that she's been to doctors and their lungs are clear, everything's clear, but she still has this cough that she cannot get rid of. It was better, but now every time she eats, she starts coughing afterwards.
It's worse now. I can eat or drink. I had a lemon drop, and I was hoping that would help, so that I wouldn't cough for 10 minutes, but it didn't really.
So, thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions with the bronchitis, let us know in the comments. We appreciate you watching. Subscribe, please. Thumbs up.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.